What's going on? Again, everybody. Feel like I just saw you guys like 5 minutes ago. And yes, I did change the shirt. I usually like to wear the shirt of the team that I'm talking about. That's why, when I do multiple videos for multiple different teams, you may notice I wear a different shirt for every video. Well, pretty simple. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Cavaliers 2024-2025 schedule review. And of course, there's our friend Duck's House, who always has to pop his head in to say some crap. At least you don't get to watch the Cavs games early when you know the. Okay. I'm literally like this close to freaking just putting you in the corner. Like legit. I'm like this close to putting this dude in the corner. Most televised games this year. Yeah, 39. They have 39 televised games, like nationally televised games, between ESPN, TNT, ABC, and NBA TV. The Cavs, 16. Who has the fewest? There's three teams with the fewest. It is Toronto, Portland, and Detroit. Yeah, how about that? Even Detroit has 4 nationally televised games. And of course, this is year number 2 of the whole tournament thing that they have, the in-season tournament. It should be a lot of fun. Cavs are in a whole new group this year. A couple new teams, like the Celtics. Yeah, that'll be fun. So, with that being said, actually, before I get into that, let's take a look at this friggin' depth chart for the damn Cavaliers, because I tell you what, this team's gonna piss me off. I can already tell. This roster is gonna piss me off. Because it's gonna be Donovan Mitchell and Darius, Evan and Jarrett, and almost nobody else. You're going to get spotty performances from everybody else. Which, I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? Sometimes. It really kills me how our front office saw last year the bench was limited at times. We got virtually nothing from the bench so many times last year. And they're like, yeah, we're fine. We're good. Instead of signing free agents, let's just go out and extend our core players, which is cool, right? I'm not mad about that. If you're not going to, bring in any free agents, at least extend your guys. And they've done that. But I'm just pulling up our depth chart right now. And of course, you have the core 4 back. Max Strus is probably going to be starting at small forward again. Surely that'll go over well, I'm sure. The bench. Oh boy, the bench. You got Karis LeVert, Isaac Okoro, who's technically on the roster, but he hasn't officially signed his qualifying offer. There was a lot of talks about him possibly getting traded, but I don't know if that's happening anymore. Dean Wade, and then you got George Niang, Sam Merrill, Craig Porter Jr., Jalen Tyson, and Ty Jerome. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we still got like 6 open spots left. 3 regular and 3 two-way contracts. And as far as the two-ways go, I think it's safe to say Luke Travers, who is coming over from the NBL, he'll be on a two-way deal. Because you're not just going to throw someone in from a completely different league first year out here. And you're not going to throw him out there unless you're desperate. He's probably going to be on a two-way. He's probably going to get the Craig Porter Jr. treatment, where he's on a two-way for the season, and then come going into March and April, they might give him one of them guaranteed contracts to get him, available for the playoffs if he's really cooking like that. And then I expect Imoni Bates to get one too. So that'll leave 3 regular spots, which I'm sure one will be used on a backup center because they need one. I mean, other than Jared and Evan, you do not have a backup big man. And God forbid I have to watch George Niang try to play center. Oh, Kobe, 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 Kobe. I literally saw this roster and thought it wasn't the players, it was the coaches. It better have been like that, man. It better have been like that. Because if this team does nothing else and they go in to the first game on October 23rd against Toronto, yes, we're opening against Toronto again on the road again. We go against Toronto with this roster. I don't know what to think. Now, to be fair, people talked like this a couple years ago, low key, and then all of a sudden we traded for Spida. That didn't happen until what, September. So anything can happen. I know there's been a lot of rumblings about the Cavs trading for Cam Johnson or DFS from the Nets. I still think that could happen. Now, most likely, would that include Okoro? It might. If he doesn't sign his qualifying offer, it could. But if I had to guess, it'll probably include George Niang, which Bleacher Report actually posted a hang on, stupid thing. Bleacher Report did another article talking about some trades they'd like to see. They had the Cavs trading for Dorian Finney-Smith and giving away George Niang and like 4 second rounders. Bro, if that's what it takes, I'd happily drive George Niang to the airport myself. I would go up there from where I live right now to drive him to the airport and say, sayonara, loser. Have fun in Brooklyn. Bye bye. And it's hard to say what Kobe has in store. In fact, of course, Kenny Atkinson just came back from the Olympics. And I saw an article again from Sam Amico saying management, or I guess, yeah, GM Kobe Altman, or is it Mike Gansey? Does it really matter? No. But management the front office will meet with Kenny and talk about some potential additions to the roster. Because again, they have some open spots. They have some open spots up there, and I think if I remember correctly, they still have 6. Like I said. Yeah. So they could add a backup big man, maybe some more scoring, and then you add your two ways. Or two-way, because I think 2 of them are already pretty much taken, like I said. Now, since the Olympics are over, I've seen reports saying that we were looking at Gershon Yabusele from the French national team. But unfortunately, it looks like he's not going anywhere. He's staying with Real Madrid. And yes, Real Madrid has a basketball team. That's how good they are. Yeah. And I guess we're eyeing Bruno Caboclo from the Brazilian national team. I wouldn't even mind that. I know Kenny has a couple players on that French national team that he might try to get over here. I was thinking we were gonna sound like Spencer Dinwiddie or something, but that didn't even happen. It's like, yeah, we didn't even sign Spencer Dinwiddie. Bruh, what are we doing? Are we gonna do anything, or are we just gonna run with this roster into October? Which, like I said, I don't think we will. I don't think we will. You just never ever know with this damn team. I'm telling you. The Bills released Chase Claypool. He said the Brown, or no, he said something about us after we beat them, and then he hasn't been the same since. That's tough. All right. Enough of the hullabaloo, enough of the lollygag, and let's get into the schedule. All right. So, with that being said, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get on with it. Surprised we didn't make a move since the Kenny move? Yeah, we still have Garland. Yep, we still have DG. We were not gonna trade him unless we were gonna get like, an offer we couldn't refuse, which clearly didn't happen. I think you should be more confident than the Lakers with a new coach, and this is yeah. At least Kenny's coached for. Ultimate Troll was Jets in the North. Oh, in the North this year's Bucks house. Oh, for sure, Chicken Man, for sure. But I don't, like I said, I don't think he'll be around after we whoop their ass in October. He'll fade off into the darkness like they always do. All right, with that being said, let's take a look at the schedule. All right. Hopefully it doesn't lag or anything for me. But if it does, it does. Whatever. So here we go. Game number one, like I said, Wednesday, October 23rd, on the road in Toronto. Again, seems like we always open up out there. And then 2 days later, oh, look at that. I'm going to actually move myself to the right a little bit. Hang on. Myself over here. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. We got to face old friend JB Bozo Staff. JB Bozo Staff and the Pistons coming to Cleveland. What I can't wait for is when we hit a clutch ass shot and this dude just standing there with his bald ass head all shiny and everything, arms crossed, yelling at the refs. That's going to be the funniest thing. When the refs kind of, trunch or whatever, screw over the Pistons and he's going to be over there yelling at the refs instead of coaching his team. Or like if the Pistons need a clutch inbound play and they can't do it because that happened to us so many times, right? That dude could not draw up a play out of a timeout to save his life. Have fun, Pistons fans. That's all I'm going to say. Next, we have the next night. Wow. Third game, and we already have a back-to-back against the Wizards on the road. Awesome. Then we have the Knicks 2 nights later on the road. Oh, joy. That'll be great. And then October 30th, we have the Lakers. Of course. Halloween Eve. Then we have the Magic at home. So this is a nice little 2-game homestand here. Then we go on the road the next night to Milwaukee. Okay, let me do this. There we go. And then after that, we have Milwaukee again at home, November 4th on NBA TV. By the way, that Magic game on ESPN. Wow, so we have the Magic on ESPN. That's our first nationally televised game of the year, November 1st, 7 o'clock. That'll be fun. Rematch of the playoff series from last year. Then, like I said, we face the Bucks back, a little back-to-back action, with a day in between for travel. Back at home, and then we have the Pelicans, November 6th. So every 2 days. Then we have the Warriors on November 8th at home. Friday, November 8th. Next night, we host the Nets. Wow, that's pretty cool. Home back-to-back. Our players will be able to sleep well at home instead of on a plane. And then 2 days later, November 11th, the Bulls on the road. By the way, that Nets game on NBA TV. That'll be fun. Yep, Bulls on the road. And then we have the Sixers on the road 2 days later after that. 2 days after that, we got the Bulls again. And of course, Emirates NBA Cup. Is that the first game of the Cup? Yeah. November 15th. First game, Group C against the Bulls again. Well, not again, but yeah, they're in the group with us now. That'll be fun. NBA Cup at home. That means we'll get the new court to go with the City Edition unis that we have, and that'll be fun. Last year was pretty fun, though, especially that last game, because at that point it was all about points, and the Cavs were try-harding like crazy, trying to score more points. It was awesome. And then 2 days later, we're back at home against the Hornets. And then another NBA Cup game against the Celtics on November 19th. Then the very next night, by the way, that game's on TNT. Next night, we're home against the Pelicans. I can almost certainly say that's going to be a loss because we're facing the freaking Celtics on the road. That'll be fun. Yay! Incoming loss. And we're going to all blame the freaking fact that we got to play the night before. And then 4 days after that, we got the Raptors on Sunday, November 24th at 7:30. Then we got the Hawks 3 days after that. I think this is Thanksgiving week, so it makes sense. And we face the Hawks again 2 days after for another NBA Cup game on NBA TV. And then December 1st, we have the Celtics at home. Then the Wizards on December 3rd for our final Cup game, group stage game. December 3rd at home. And then we have the Nuggets Thursday, December 5th. The Hornets December 7th. Sunday, December 8th against the Heat. December 20th. And you notice, why is there such a big gap? Because of the knockout stage of the tournament. This is where the knockout games would be. Yep. So, if the Cavs were to make it, which they have a good chance because I like their group that they're in, the only team we really have to worry about is the Celtics. It's us, the Celtics, and 3 ass teams. So I think we should be fine if we play our best ball. Like, I don't care if we lose to the Pelicans. Just go out there and try hard again. Like, be absolute sweaty tryhards against these other teams in the group. Right? Because losing to the Pacers in that first one last year hurt us big time. Because that was the only game I think we lost in the group. And we wound up missing the knockout stage. But yeah, Bucks December 20th. Next night hosting the Sixers. 2 nights later against the Jazz at home. Then 4 days later on the road against the Denver Nuggets. Then the Warriors on December 30th. Then the very next night we're in LA. Ugh. So this is the West Coast trip. Merry Christmas, Cavaliers, and a happy damn New Year. Spending it out west. Then we have the Dallas Mavericks on January 3rd. And then we're back home to face the Hornets on January 5th. Then 3 days later, we have the Thunder at home. Then the Raptors at home the next night. Gotta love that. Then the Pacers 3 days after that at home. And then 2 days later, we're back against the Pacers on the road. Then the Thunder on the road, January 16th. Then the Timberwolves on the road. Then the Suns at home. And then we're back on the road again for Houston and Philly. And then we get Houston again on January 25th. So literally in a span of 3 days or so, we are done with the Rockets. To back, oh, that's going to be brutal. And then we have 2 days after that, we have the Pistons again, then the Heat, then the Hawks. We are home, road, home, home, home against the Celtics on the February 4th. The next night we go to Detroit, which isn't too bad. Not the worst. Then Washington on the road 2 nights after that. 3 days after that, we're against Minnesota. Then we have Toronto again on the road. And then Brooklyn on the road. Then we're on ESPN against the Knicks, February 21st. Then TNT February 25th against the Magic. Wow, 2 national games against the Magic. Never would I have ever thought that was even going to happen. But hey, here we are. Yep, gotta love it. February 28th against the Celtics on the road. And then we have the Blazers at home to start the month of March. Go to Chicago on the 4th of March. Next night, home against the Heat. 2 nights later, we have the Hornets on the road. By the way, that Heat game's on ESPN. And then we have the Bucks on the road. Then we go back home to face Brooklyn. Then we have Memphis for the first time. Damn, that's crazy. We don't face Memphis for the first time until March. Wow. Okay. Then we have Orlando at home and the Clippers. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you. The Clippers got a new logo. Why does that why does that look so much like the Columbus Clipper logo? Looks like a cruise ship. No, why does that look like a freaking cruise ship logo? Like, it's like, hey yo, what cruise ship company are we facing? By the way, they actually released a. Oh, hang on. I almost forgot I got the screen thing turned on. Let me turn this off real quick, guys. Gotta turn this off real quick. I almost forgot I had the screen thing turned on. I usually wouldn't care, but like I don't want to show any crazy sensitive stuff on my freaking Twitter because I don't know what's gonna pop up on Twitter. You know, crazy sensitive stuff, addresses or faces and stuff. But I saw that the Clippers unveiled their new City Connect or the City Edition court. Yeah, this is the Clippers City Edition court. I think it is. At least it look it most likely is. This is the Clippers City Edition court. Okay, guys. Okay. Let me just pull it up here. Because it's possible this could be the court we play on. Of course, they're opening up that new crib, so that'll be fun for them. There it is, and booyah! Whoa! I always have it so big, giggity. There we are. This is the Clippers City Edition court, I guess. I don't know if it's legit or not. Yeah, this is from Clip Fully Loaded on Twitter, I guess. It might just be like, a mock up, but that would be weird if that's legit. That's just weird looking, but okay. All right, back to the schedule. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we got the Clippers on March 18th. Next night we go to Sacramento. Then we go to Phoenix 2 nights later. Then we go to Utah 2 nights after that. 2 nights after that, we have the Blazers. So again, another West Coast trip. All these games are late at night. 10:30, 10, 10, 3:30, and then 10. Cavs after dark. Gotta love it. Then we face Wemby for the first time this upcoming season on March 27th. Then we have the Pistons the night after on the road. That's at home and then a road game. Then we have the Clippers on March 30th. April 2nd, we have the Knicks. April 4th against the Spurs on the road. April 6th, we have the Kings. April 8th against the Bulls, both at home. And then we end the season against the Pacers twice on April 10th and 13th, and the Knicks on April 11th. And of course, April 13th, final game of the year, we could be resting, guys. Who knows? And by the way, April 8th, that's also the Guardians home opener again. So downtown Cleveland's going to be bustling. There's not going to be a thing either. The moon, an eclipse. So no worries about that anymore. But yeah, that's a look at the schedule. There's the ending of the schedule there. Not really going to get too deep into record prediction. I'll just say in reference to win total. I think this team could win anywhere from really like 45 to 50 games at worst to maybe even 60 wins at their absolute best. Because we all know what this team can do, like when they're hitting on all cylinders. The big thing is they need to stay healthy. Because if we can't stay healthy, just like the Browns, their depth is going to be a problem. Because I really do not like what they have on the bench. So let's just hope everyone stays healthy and we have a fun season up ahead. So eventually, when they release their new city jerseys like they do every year, I would do a review on those and we'll see how they look. So that's all I got for that. Let's take a look at the chat real quick before I head out. Oh, I know, Karam. I'm just saying, like, why does their logo look like a freaking cruise ship? It doesn't look like a sail, like one of those wind sail ships that like you'd see like the explorers have in the old days. That thing looks like a damn cruise ship. NBA TV doesn't count as national TV. Nets will be tanking. Pelicans are a weird team. New Year's Eve, late game. Oh, good on New Year's Eve. Yep. Clippers logo is ugly AF. Yeah. The arena's nice. Their logo looks a little weird though. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. Nothing like a good old 26-minute some live stream, so it's really all I got. Unless something pops up on Twitter. Not Denzel Ward. Oh my god, what is this? Denzel Ward, oh my god. Someone posted a video from the movie Radio, captioned it Denzel Ward and Jimmy Haslam 2030. Denzel found the tweet. That's the thing about that, if you tweet about a player, you don't at them, they might find it anyway. Because they might search their name up. Maybe someone they know finds it, and then they let that player know. Like, hey, yo, Denzel, someone tweeted about you. So Denzel searches his name up and sees this video of freaking someone showing a video or a clip of the movie Radio talking about football. Denzel responded to that tweet saying, social media a cold place. This did make me laugh, but y'all foul for this. I'm just fine, thank you. I'd be like, hey, Denzel, if I could say anything to that dude right now, I'd be like, you're my dog, bro. Like, as I said, use your brain before you lose it. Your brain is very fragile, right? We're not freaking those rams, that have those big ass freaking like hook, horns. We don't have those. I mean, you can be a hard hitter and tackle smart too, right? Because he's naturally a hard hitter. My dude ain't going to have a brain by the time his career is done. I don't need him to be one of those guys that drools from the mouth. I can't. Because what happened to him? He played football. Okay. So did everybody else here. Why is he acting like that? Because yeah, he was a hard hitter. Turned his brain to mush. Yeah. Like it's like gelatinous up there. It's like you take gelatin, you're making gelatin or jello. You put it in the freaking fridge for like 5 minutes. You don't even give it a chance to fully form, and you take it out. That's gonna be his brain, like partially cooled, formed jello. That'll be his brain if he doesn't, watch himself when he's making these tackles and stuff. I mean, this wasn't even a tackle. I guess he's in the concussion protocol or whatever because he collided with Elijah Moore. Like, bro, what are we doing? You're gonna hurt you're gonna hurt each other. Damn. At least he's a good sport, but damn, bro. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, what are you doing? Come on. Denzel, I'd be like, come on, man. I'm just trying to live my life. Jeez. I'm trying, man. Damn. Give me a chance, man. It made me laugh, but y'all foul for this. Uh I need Denzel to play like most of the season. Can't count on him to play the whole season. I'll just say I need him to play at least most of it. Yeah, because we know he ain't probably going to play the whole thing. He'll somehow get hurt. He'll tweak something at some point. Hope I'm wrong. That's he has to show me that he can play a whole season before I can start saying, oh, he's going to play the whole year. Like, show me. Damn. All right. Bulls have those horns too. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So that's all I got, guys. And I will see you all tomorrow for Brewers and Guardians. They should allow David, don't start. Don't start. I'm not going to get into that topic here. With that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow for Brewers Guardians. And go Cavs. And I'm out. Bye bye. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Season's almost here.